As you know, my name is Jay, and I'm running for political office for the rest of my life. It's a big commitment for me to make to know that I'm going to keep running for office for the rest of my life and be a public servant. But I am totally dedicated to it and really want to see government become, something that people like interacting with. And I think that we can create government to be the way that we want it to be. So currently, right now, in the 2010, I'm running for the 21st Assembly District, the California Assembly. And one of my long-term goals is also to run for the governor's office. So I'm, embarking in that campaign as well. And I really, really feel that the governor's office can offer so much more, interactivity and just access for the state of California. I mean, it's one of the most important states in the entire world. And it just doesn't seem like that when you're, when you look at the governor's office itself. As far as my campaign and the campaign that I'm running for political office, it's different than you'd see in other campaigns. And one of the core values is that it's going to be 100% volunteer-based campaign, which means that there's no direct contributions of funding, and people can make contributions and donations, but all of that money goes to a third-party organization where it will support any candidate who's running on a volunteer-based campaign. And I do encourage more people to run for office and to run, volunteer campaigns and actually take money out of the equation. So the other key component of my candidacy is that I'm running as a non-partisan candidate. So I am a declined to state nonpartisan candidate because I feel that basically all the political bickering between the Republicans and Democrats is not serving our state, our communities in this country, or the world. So we really need to, like political parties are fine, but we need to rethink how they are, involved in the electoral process. For example, as a nonpartisan candidate, I have to get many, many more signatures to get on the ballot than a partisan candidate would be. A Democrat or Republican or party candidate needs to get a few hundred signatures to get on the ballot for the primaries. A nonpartisan candidate like myself, just for the assembly district, has to get 7,000 signatures to get on the ballot. That's a lot of signatures. And, for governor, it's even more, it's multiple hundreds of thousands. So, I'm working very hard to, put together a campaign and to, build volunteer support and to, grow through the grassroots efforts to, get signatures. But I'm also realistically knowing that my campaign, probably will end up as a write-in campaign, which is perfectly fine with me. There's no reason why someone shouldn't be able to win through the normal legal processes of running a campaign like a write-in campaign. So if the people do want to vote for me, you still can, even if I don't get on the ballot. You can write me in as a write-in candidate, and so I will be running that way if I can't get on the ballot. As far as getting signatures to get on the ballot, I do need help with that and would love anybody who wants to either just sign a petition. You can sign it online, or you can download it and sign it and send it to me, or you can help actually gather signatures. So that would be great. And the only other thing I want to mention in terms of my campaign is that my vision in creating a campaign based on integrity and those values I just described, it's really looking at a long-term campaign. I'm not just trying to do a quick blitz like, this is my name everywhere, vote for me, vote for me, vote for me, here's all this money that I spent on getting all these ads out. That's not the campaign I'm running. I'm running a campaign based on ideas and based on someone who truly cares about their community and cares about the state and wants to make a difference. And so if you think that some of my ideas are worthwhile, then that sounds great. Vote for me. But if you think someone else has better ideas, then you should vote for them. So as far as that goes, it can take a long time to build the support. So I'm really building a long-term campaign for running for assembly would be great, to make it, in 2010, but I'm going to be running in the future too. And so this is just like a foundation. And I'm running a long-term campaign to run for governor of California as well, amongst other local offices and the such, which currently I can't run for local offices because I live in Stanford University and there isn't a local government you can run for. So the 21st Assembly District is actually the most local position that I'm able to run for. So, you know, in terms of someone who doesn't have, you know, a huge campaign and a huge, you know, war chest of money, you know, I'm a normal person, everyday working person. I don't have a lot of time, you know, to be spending on campaigning and going to all these different locations. So I'm running mainly an online campaign, and I also, you know, feel that that's what we need in Sacramento. That's what we need in our government is normal people who have daily working lives and want to help out. You know, so if that's the kind of, you know, vision you see for our government to evolve towards, then please do, you know, work with me and collaborate to make this a better world. And you know, there's a lot that we can do. So as far as the bigger visions that I have, you know, the most important top priority for me is interactivity. I want to see a fully interactive governance structure on every level of government, right? From the local to the global. And when I mean interactive, I mean not like, oh, there's a web page you can go to and you can see what bills were on, you know, that particular day, right? Which currently right now you don't even really have access to in the state of California. You know, you can't actually even see all the bills that are, you know, being discussed in real time, right? So, you know, that's, you know, bare minimum. I'm talking about like full, like real time voting online where people are giving advisory votes and real votes on what, you know, the issues are that they are concerned about, right? Direct, real time democracy and people are giving their opinions and ideas, right? That is what we need. That is what is available in the 21st century. We need to evolve and our entire governance structures from this 200-year-old, you know, democracy based on horses and wagons into the 21st century where we actually do things and communicate online, right? And there's so much potential to do that, you know, but the current party structures and, you know, the parties that are there are just not doing it. I mean, it's not like they couldn't do it, it's just they're not doing it. So that's why I'm running, you know, one of the main reasons. The second huge reason, of course, you know, being a populist, you know, I'm all about supporting the most important issues. And for me, obviously, for everybody, it's jobs in the economy, right? And there's so many options for improving the jobs in the economy. And I don't have tons of time to talk about it right now. You can look at my platform for more information about it. But the most important thing that we need to do to improve the economy is to, you know, redivide banks and hedge funds. And, you know, basically banks should not be getting, you know, free and cheap money from the Federal Reserves and the government to gamble in the stock market. That's just not what they should be doing. You know, it's like, you know, it's not the cause, you know, but one of the things that is making the whole situation much worse is that there's no credit available. And the reason there's no credit available is there's more money for banks to be made, for banks to make, right, the money in the stock market than to loan to people and businesses. And until banks are no longer allowed to, you know, gamble the money of the people in the stock market to make their money, where they're going to be able to make much more money potentially than they could on loaning money to people in small businesses, the economy is not going to grow to the extent that it needs to, right? And it's not hard to fix that. It's been 10 years since it's been deregulated. It can be re-regulated and put back in place in a very, very simple process. So, you know, as I said, you can learn about some of my ideas here on the webpage, and please do help out. Give me a call anytime, 831-332-2486. You're always welcome to give a call and talk, leave a message, or you can email me at j@jcan.us. So hopefully we can move forward here. Feel free to watch some more videos.